Hello guys, welcome to ATA Module 9 substring project, introduction to substring. Okay, recall the sentence for working with substrings. Getting the length of a string. Integer size equal to string dot length. Finding the index of a particular substring. So whenever we want to find the index of a particular substring, we have a format integer index equal to string dot index of that substring, and then finding the index of a particular substring in a string starting from an index. So integer index equal to string dot index of substring and the front index, and then create a substring starting from start index of string. So starting part equal to string dot substring start index. Same thing right here. So when indexing for a string in Java, the first character corresponds to index 0. When using substring to get a range of characters from the string, the end index is not included in the result. Asmer, the start index of 0 and the end index of 3 will get character at 0, 1, 2, no 3, because end index is not inclusive. So if you want to include the 3 right here, you should say end index of 4 so that it will include 3 and not 4. So whatever you call it here, it is not inclusive. So let's take a look the XML URL we saw in our picture. It has a 3-part, red part, and green parts, and blue parts. So a different color box around each part of that. We will be using substring to get. We're gonna get the red box substring. We're gonna get the green box and the blue box, right? In this module. So step 1, let's go to our ADA and URL parser. Okay, so there is to do step 1, replace return null to return the protocol of URL. So here they give us the null, right? So we're gonna replace null to return whatever they want. So let's see what they want. So here is something to take into consideration for this method. Oh, sorry about that. The red box represents the protocol of the URL and will be the first thing we get. So in this case, we want the red box. It means HTTPS. And implement the necessary logic to get the protocol in the get protocol method, provided another command. So the XML URL show HTTPS at the protocol, but there are other different protocols as well. So you cannot hard code in the end index of the substring method. You will need to use the index of method to get the end index. So let's see what we can do. So integer and index equal to URL of. So we know whenever we have to call the um substring, right? So URL dot substring, we should have a start index and end index. In this case, start index is start index is a 0 because we know that, so we don't need to create a variable like an index. So for start index, we can just put 0 here because we know it's start index 0 start with H, so it's okay. For the end index, if we didn't have an index, it will take everything, the whole line. So we have to have an index. So where is gonna end? Do you think it's gonna end after S, right? S and colon. So in order to declare the end index, integer end index equal to URL of index of. We have a format here, I believe. So see, string that index of that particular string, right? So it will give us where it should end. Remember when we call the AND index, it is not inclusive. That's why it left out. So this output gonna give us HTTPS only because we call an index or specify column. So next up. Next up is green box represent the host name of the URL and will be the second thing we get. Implement the necessary logic to get the host name in the get host name method provided under another command. So replace return now to return the host name of URL. So in this case, the host name does not always stop with www. You cannot just use that to get the stat in the with the index of method, right? It might be h, you know, o, whatever it is. We can just hard code www. That's what it means. So we have to use the index of method. What you can do is get the length of the protocol string that we have above in step 1 and then add 3 because the column slash slash is a 3 character to it to get the stat index, right? So let's see. Okay, so in order to get the start in the, we have to call the protocol method, right here, protocol method get protocol. So for the end protocol, and we wanna get the protocol, and it mean like right here, https colon slash slash. We want to get that part right here, so it mean protocol end, right? So GET protocol, we have a method here, GET protocol, and method mean is start with the parentheses, and it has a one parameter right here, URL, and dot length. So is this one right here, string dot length method, same thing. So it will give us this one, HTTPS. So in order to get the start index, we're gonna plus our protocol and with 3. So protocol and plus 3. And then in order to get the end index, URL dot index of, we have a slash right here, right? So this one is slash, and okay. So we have a step index. In order to get the end index, slash comma start index. It means after stat index, we're gonna look in for the slash right here. And URL dot return URL dot substring stat index, comma and index. That is for the second step. And step 3 substring, the blue bar represent the part of the URL and will be the last thing we get. Implement the necessary logic to get the part of the URL in the getPath method provided under the command to do. Here are the things to take into consideration for this method. Again, because there are multiple slash in the URL, you cannot just use index of to find the slash for the start in the for the path. To find the stat index needed for the substring method to get the part, you must add up the lengths of all the previous parts. Below are the parts you need to add up to get the stat index of substring. Length of the protocol, and then the length of 3, and then the length of host name. Remember the green bars we get, and then the length of the slash before the path, so it's gonna be 1. You can call the previous 2 method you implement within this method so that you don't have to rewrite the logic to get the protocol and hostname again. So let's see. So for the start index, right? It should start right here. Let me see if like right here, right? Sample. After the slash. So we have to, you know, combine those means red bows and plus these 3 colon slash slash, and then this one, the green box, and then plus one slash, right? And it's going to be our start index of the blue box. So in order to get the start index, we have to have the protocol size and host name size. So protocol size plus 3, host name size plus 1. So in order to get the protocol size, we have a get protocol method. So get protocol URL dot length. Same thing with the green box. In order to get the integer host name size, get host name URL dot length method. When we place all three, it will give us the start index. So return URL dot substring start index, and it will give us the whole. Then you run test all, and it's gonna be successful. Thank you so much for watching.